All right, guys. Welcome to our chapter 2, um, grammar. So, first things first, you start by knowing that everything in Spanish is either masculine or feminine. Okay? So, how do you know when it's masculine or when it's feminine? When it's masculine, normally it ends in an O, ama, Emma, or Ima. Okay? When it's feminine, when something is feminine, normally it ends in an A. It ends in sion, 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 dad, or dad. Okay? So that's how you can tell the difference between if it's masculine or feminine. There are always exceptions to each rule. For example, you have the word dia that ends in an A, but it's actually masculine. And this is one of the first exceptions that you learn. And the rest exceptions you are learning as you go. So you have masculine and feminine. Okay, so then you have definite and indefinite articles. So your definite articles are masculine, feminine, singular, and plural, right? And the masculine singular is el, feminine singular la, masculine plural los, and las. This is equivalent to the English the. So if I tell you, look, mira el marcador, look at the marker, you know what marker I'm talking about because I'm showing you the marker. Does that make sense? So you have your indefinite articles. And those are singular masculine, un, feminine singular, una, masculine plural, unos, feminine plural, unas. And this is the equivalent to the English a or an. So if I tell you, go get me a chair from the next room, una silla del cuarto. That means give me a chair. I'm not telling you what specific, so it's indefinite. You don't know which one I'm talking about. It's just a chair or something random. Okay? So then after this, you have something changing nouns to plural. So when you want to make something plural, when it ends in a vowel, you add S. When it ends in a consonant, anything other than a vowel, you add ES. And when it ends in a Z, you change it to CES. So let's try it. If I have the word mesa, it ends in a vowel, so all I have to do to make it plural is add an S. Mesas. If I have the word celular, sorry. It ends in a consonant, which is the R. All you have to do is add ES, celulares, to make it plural. And lápiz goes from lápiz to lápices, right? Because you change the C and you add CES. So this is how you make something plural. So you have masculine versus feminine, your definite articles, your indefinite articles. And when you want to make something plural, here you have the plural indefinite articles, and this is the plural definite articles. So depending on what you're talking about is what you use. So you can have un libro or unos libros. This is plural, so this is plural. This is singular, so this is singular. Everything has to match up. So you can have el libro or los libros. Plural, again, plural. Singular, singular. Everything has to always match up depending on what you're talking about. So next you have, this is the quote unquote tough part, but it's not really that tough. It's when you conjugate. So first you have to talk about subject pronouns. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is something that you use to take place of the noun. So instead of saying Suhei is pretty, Suhei is a teacher, Suhei is sitting, all you would say is, you would say the subject once. Suhei is pretty, she is sitting, she is a teacher. Does that make sense? So you substitute. That's what a pronoun is. So in Spanish, the pronoun for me is yo. For I, sorry, yo. For you, it's tú. For he is él. For she is ella. For you, formal, which is what we learned in the first chapter, formal es usted. For nosotros, or for us is nosotros. And the reason why I put the @ sign is because it can either be an O, as you can see on the outside, or it could be an A, depending on what you're talking about. If it's feminine, a group of feminine things, or a group of masculine things. And then you have y'all, you all, which is ustedes. Okay? So these are the pronouns that you use when you're talking about someone. Now, when you are trying to say that someone is doing something, you use the present tense of the verb. We're learning present tense. So for this section is the AR verbs. So when you're talking about yo, your ending changes to an O. And now I'll explain this in a second. Tú is as. Él, ella, en usted is a. Nosotros is amos. Ustedes is an. So what does this mean? So if I'm trying to say, if I have the word bailar and it ends in an AR, and I'm trying to say I dance, I would say yo bailo. Because what I'm doing is dropping the AR that you see here, dropping the AR and changing it to the correct ending. And I'm trying to say I dance, so yo bailo. Tú bailas. Again, the ending is AS because I'm saying tú, you dance. Él, ella, o usted baila. My ending. Bailamos. Amos is my ending. Bailan is my ending. So this is how you tell that someone is doing an action. So these are your verbs, and this is the ending for the present tense. So the verbs, you actually have a list of them that you have to learn, and it's listed on the vocabulary sheet that is on Blackboard. So you have bailar, buscar, cantar, comprar, desear, enseñar, escuchar, estudiar, hablar, mandar, necesitar, pagar, practicar, regresar, tocar, tomar y trabajar. Okay? So, if I am trying to say deseo, desear, which means to want or to wish for something. And I'm trying to say you. So I would drop my AR, right? And I would say tú deseas. As is my ending. According to this. As is the ending for you. Okay? So this goes on for all of the AR verbs that are listed. There are going to be exceptions to every rule, which we will get to at a later chapter. But right now I want you to learn the basic verbs. So if I'm trying to say los estudiantes, that falls onto y'all because I'm not included in that. So it's them or y'all, right? And I'm trying to say hablar. I drop the AR. Los estudiantes hablan. An. This is the ending. They speak. Los estudiantes hablan. Now, you have the verb. So, actually, let's go ahead and stop here, and then I'll continue in the next video.